Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I am finally making my journal for dephemerember. Yes, it's that time of year again. Even if you don't participate in dephemerember, you can get a lot of inspiration from watching the people who are. It is hosted by Louisa Heinzel and Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. I will probably link their channels in all of the dephemerember videos so you can find them easily, although chances are you found them before you found me. I know the deal. So I had been debating on how I want to make my journal and what I want to do. And I've been wanting to make a trash journal. You know, using my trash, making a journal. And I've been watching, Green. What's her first name? Shannon. Shannon Green. I want to say Cheryl, but I'm like, that's not it. It's Shannon. Shannon Green. And also Helen, Moss Cottage Journals, also makes a trash journal. As do other people, but those are the people that I have watched. And then I was watching Gayle Augustinelli this morning, and she was, the way she made her journal, she was not making a trash journal. She was making beautiful journal covers. And I'll link that video below so you can see how she made hers with cardstock. But I'm making mine with, this is my inspiration for the trash journal to begin with, is I just loved this pizza pan, this pizza cover. And I was like, I love the urban graffiti feelness to it, I guess. And actually that's one of the prompts even. There's like an urban graffiti in one of these prompts. So maybe we'll work on the cover for that prompt. I don't know. I mean, you know, decorating the cover. But I'm going to cut this down. I think I'm just going to use scissors for now. I've already cut, or I might use my cutter, but I need to cut it small enough to fit in my cutter. So I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller so I can fit it in my cutter. Oh, you'll see in a minute. Or in a second for you. Alright, so I need to cut this into 3 pieces. And I need to know what size my journal is going to be. I still don't know. I was thinking 9 by 6. But now I'm thinking 8 by 6. Just so it's a little bit shorter. Because, and I'm not using paper in it. So the size doesn't matter. And I can cut everything down to however size I want it to be. So that would mean 2 6-inch. And then whatever my spine is going to be. So yeah, let's just try that, and then I'll do the height because I can't fit this in here right now. It's more than 12 inches this way. So let's see. So 2, I'm going to go a little bit more than 6 inches on, I think. So, oh yeah, so that I can even up this edge here. So this does not go all the way through. No, it doesn't. So I kind of have to do that and then cut it with scissors, I guess. I don't know, but it bends that all up, which is kind of annoying. I don't know, how do you guys cut? I guess my ease actually, yeah, probably the easiest thing to do will be, let me go ahead and do another 6-inch line, and then I'll come back through with my X-Acto knife. And then whatever's left is what I'll use for, that'll be my spine right there, you know, real accurate and whatnot. And if you're wondering, this doesn't work either because I can't fit it through the guide. So yeah, a ruler and a what is this called? A utility knife seem to be the answers. If your ruler doesn't move, it works even better. For the most part, it almost went all the way through. Yep, if you're going to use really thick cardboard, you may have issues. Just saying, you know, in case you're like starting your trash journal. Now, I think that Shannon and Helen, they made theirs like big. Their trash journals are really big. Mine's going to just be like a normal, although I thought about doing it big. But then, when I'm doing, well, that would fit. I thought about doing it tall. Is one of the things I thought of doing. We'll see. Alright, and then this one, let's just go ahead and, won't be quite that tall though because, well, I'm just going to say because I've got the, well yeah, but I've got the rounded edge on this one and not that one. That's the only thing. So I'm going to finish cutting these. I'll let you know the dimensions once I decide what they are, I guess. I mean, it's not like I can't have that piece be rounded when the other ones are not, but then my spine will also, yeah, I definitely have to cut it down. Okay, I might cut it down in increments just to see what size I like. I actually like this one for the front because it's got more fun stuff happening and not just the, alright, so what if we just take off a little bit? Yeah, we're just guessing. We're not making sure things are straight. Why would we do that? That's just crazy talk. There we go. And I'll see how, if I like this height or not. I think I need to trim off the other end too a little bit. This end is a little bit, I mean, it's all, I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. All right, so that is, do I want it that big? You know, I might. I was thinking smaller, but I don't mind it tall either. All right, so now for the inside part, I just need to find a piece that is tall enough and wide enough. How wide is this? This is like 1 3/4. So I want a good inch around it. So this will be 1, 2, 3 3/4, or even 4 inches will work. Something about 4 inches wide by, how tall did this end up being? I did say I would say, didn't I? 11 inches. 11 inches tall. This will definitely be big enough. All right, so I will cut this down to the size. What did I say? About 5 inches by 11. 5 by 11, I think is what I'll cut it. It's actually 6 3/4 by 11 because I wanted the whole Wheaties to be there still. I guess I put it on the back cover and then I wouldn't have been so hesitant to cut it off. So now I need my, what is this called? Scoreboard. Score. Time to settle a score. And I'm not gonna worry about if it's centered perfectly, so I'm just gonna kind of figure this out. So it's not, let's see, I won't have, she'll still show on the back if I do it over a little bit. So I want to score it at 2 1/4 and 4. Also, this needs to get straightened out, doesn't it? Well, that's gonna change things, so let me fix that first. Which side was the part that's, all right, I think it's this side needs to be adjusted a little bit. Was it? No, I mean, it seems straight now. What the heck? That's lined up on that side. Oh yes, definitely not straight. I'm gonna move that. But which side is the part that's not straight? Don't mind me. All right. I'm trying to line it up at the bottom so I can see. Maybe both sides aren't straight. I don't know. It goes off in a wonky way at some point on something. And it's just a little bit off. Well, we can just make it 1 1/2, right? 5, 6 1/2 right there. All right, I'm gonna cut this at 6 1/2. I don't think I need, I mean at 1 1/2. I don't think that I need a very huge spine anyway. Maybe I do, I don't know. I mean, if I have to take it apart later and make the spine bigger, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. Also, you kind of want to keep your thing against the ruler. That helps. I'm not pressing down super hard. I'm just kind of going over it several times. Not super hard. And hoping for the best, apparently. And still not getting the best. Welcome. See, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing stuff. Things are not going to come out perfect every time. And that's okay. It's okay if you struggle, and that's why I leave the struggling in, because I don't want you guys to feel bad about having your own struggles. You might as well know. Everybody does. See, now this one feels shorter, but that's okay. We can always cut it down. Alright, so if I do it at 4 and 2 and... I'm just going to do it 2.5 and 4 is where I'm going to score this. And it's what, mountains to valleys? And I want it to fold in this way. So that means I want to do it on the back. I don't know. I might be right. I might be wrong. 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6.5. The only problem is okay, look like this. Then it's still 2.5 and 4. Oh my word! Oh, go straight, lady. I can't. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is not the bone folder that came with this. That could be part of the problem. It's just the bone folder that was closest to my eyeballs. Okay, mountains to valleys, because this is folding in. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have this much trouble? I mean, I probably would go super smoothly if I was like not having the recorder on, you know? Alright, so this is going to be the inside. So then everything's going to get glued onto this piece. And definitely want the fun bits showing. So I'm going to glue this on here using, I'm just going to use art glitter glue. Well, see if the glue gods are with me or against me today. Look at this, 12 minutes and you're finally making a cover. My word. Nope, it's not. I'm using art glitter glue, which is just a brand. There's no glitter in it. And that is basically because it dries quickly. So for videoing, that works nicely. You can use any white glue for this. Okay, now, as most people know, when you're making this, that's upside right, okay, you need to leave a little bit of space so that it will bend for you. And I'm not sure, well, since this is on the outside, it might be okay to not leave a huge space. But I will leave a little bit of a gap there. Will I? If it was on the inside, it would be more important to leave a gap. But since it's on the outside, it's going to have a gap when it closes. I don't know. I want to put it right up. I want to butt it up against there. I don't usually do that. But today, I am. Kind of wish I had rounded that corner, but that's okay. It's going to be, it's a trash journal. We don't have to. Alright, this is one time where I just need this to come out faster. So I'm just going to take off the metal tip. Try to get up to the edge there. I don't think I could sew through this cardboard here. I think it's a little bit too... Let's see. Make that straight there so that we can make sure that this is straight here. That does not seem even a little bit straight. Alright, line this piece so that we can line that piece. Yeah, if it were on the inside, I would definitely need to leave a good size gap right there. But because it's on the outside, I don't think that I really need to. Okay. Okay, see, that's kind of not straight, so that's going to annoy me. I mean, I'll probably cut it, but as far as trying to make this, there we go. And going to glue on this side. And of course that stickery thing was on the front. It ends up on the front, but oh well. I could even like spread this out with a silicone spatula thingy. And then I can make sure I get to the ends. I mean, it helps if I don't get it all over my mat, but you know. Alright, and then I'll make sure the Pizza Hut's upside right. Lining up my line down here so that it's going to be hopefully straight. And I will trim up the ends, the top and the bottom, once it's dry. So there is the outside of the journal. Now I gotta go find trash for the inside and figure out how I want to bind it, because, you know, that's all the things. Also, this needs to dry. I'll be right back. Now, I'm guessing that many of you are wondering why. Why am I doing a trash journal? Well, one, for the reason I stated, is just because I've been wanting to make a trash journal. And the other reason is you're going to see a lot of really beautiful journals out there that people have made for dephemerember, and maybe you're new to journal making and you don't have a lot of stuff. Well, I'm here to show you you don't need a lot of stuff. Go through your recycle bin, go through your junk mail. You can just make a journal. And another reason that I'm doing it like this is because I don't have to stress about what my pages look like or anything. I am just going to be able to just have fun with this and not worry about if it matches or anything. I'm just going to have like tons of fun. All right, so that's, what the heck? I think hopefully that's glue. I mean, it could be marshmallow, right? I think I'm going to cut off this piece here. I'm going to use scissors. I'm gonna leave places where I can add on as well. And I'm not gonna necessarily cover everything with prettiness. A lot of it I will probably just leave naked, or, you know, or at least make it so you can still see what it was in the background. All right, so that'll be a page, and then it'll have a flip up and a flip down or a pocket or something. I'm leaving this on here. And then this will be the bendy part in the middle. And then this piece, I might end up just doing that piece in the middle somewhere, as soon as I find my bone folder that I just had. All right, it's 6 inches. That's right, we'll just do this about the middle. That's about the middle. Whoops, go straight all the way. There we go. There we go. So that can be like a short page, because I'm going to have pages of all different sizes. They just need to not be taller than 11 inches. This one, I think, is short enough. 5 and yep. So this one I could just leave it how it is. But I don't need to have flips on everything, so I think I will take off these edge pieces up here. And I can use, I'll save this one, could be like a tab off of something. So this one will just be a page like that. Let's see, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Do I want to go this way? If you get triggered by food, I'm sorry. Might not be the video for you. There's going to be a lot of food product stuff. I can't help that. Alright, I'm going to cut off these ends, because that would be a cute tuck spot, and so would this. And then this one is like 9.5 inches tall. So I think we'll put it in like that. This one, oh, it's got chocolate on it. I got plenty of those. I can find one without chocolate. This one will be interesting and fun to use. So what might even, so I'll probably end up backing that with something. Or I wonder if I can do it down the middle there. Or is that going to make it too, because I kind of want the whole jello to show too. So I think we'll put it in like that. I'm going to cut off this piece here. And I like how that's not perfectly straight there. And that, yeah, I don't know. And then we get like a kind of Christmassy one. I'm going to cut off the nutrition here. And cut off the bottom. I don't need the bottom on this one. I don't need to save the bottoms on all of them. Some of them I will for flip ups and flip downs. Yep, that'll fit. Even if I put it like that or like that, it'll still fit. because it's a little less than 6. All right. Good. Here's when we can go the long way, have a longer page. So that's good. I'm going to take, this one was in the freezer for a while, apparently. And I have heard, you don't have to tell me, I already know, that you should not sand packaging that's been in the freezer. Something about, they use some kind of chemical in the process, you know, so if you sand it, you're going to be breathing in those chemicals. So don't sand it. That's all. That's all. So, you know, these were frozen foods, so just to be safe, I won't sand it. I'm going to cut this one here. Did I tell you all the reasons? Okay, so, because I just want to make a trash journal. And so people can know they can use anything to make a journal. And this one could be like a journal card with a little car on it. That'd be cute. Oh, I'll leave that on there in case I want to make it a flip. And oh yeah, the freedom. When I made a paper bag journal for the might leave that. Oh, right, it's for Margaret Miller. That is 7 inches, so that would be too long. So I'll cut it off here. It's just easier to cut it off right up, she says, as she goes in the wrong place. It's easier to cut it off where the fold is, and then I can add something later. So this will be one side of the page, the other side of the page, and this will be a pocket, so I don't need to save these bits. I mean, I don't need to keep them on there. I will save them because, you know, a little up tuck right there. Why not? Tabs, all kinds of things you can use. Kind of wish I had this kind of journal last year when there was all kinds of crazy prompts. This year the prompts are pretty normal. They're just, you know, I'm thinking that there might be something that they're keeping back from us, Louisa and Barbara, because, I mean, last year there was Effie. The year before there was like animals. It was like the third part of it. And in this year, they haven't said yet. You know, I'm just going to leave that all ripped up like that. And so I'm wondering if there's like a third part. Oh, I said I was going to leave that ripped edge, but my page is too long the way it is the problem. So I will trim that off a little bit, I think. It needs to be 6 inches or less right here. There we go. So yeah, so I'm wondering if potentially there's going to be another aspect added to the prompts. You know what I'm saying? Is anybody else wondering that too? Sometimes it's easier to use scissors. So now this one can be 2 pages. And one of those pages will have a window. So you don't have to have a fancy cutter either. You can just use your scissors. I mean, you've got the line already there. Box of tissues, you know, that also has the little thingamabob. Don't worry about those glue things. They can easily be removed or whatever, covered. Like this part here, I'm not worried about that either. That just, it just adds to the funness of it. Now I could fold it here to be in the page, or I could fold it here to be in the page, and I might add washi just because it's kind of a perforation there. We'll see. Alright, so I've got, oh, here. Alright, I've got about 4 more left to do. I'll pause and be back. Now these came in a case of applesauce, and so I want to use these as well. Let's just do it at like, that's right where that's alright. We'll do it right where the circles are. Right down the middle of those circles is where we will go ahead and hold that. And then I'm trying to think if I want to fold it in or cut it off. I think I will probably cut it off because it's pretty thick. But that'll be a fun page in the journal. And then I've got these 2 pieces that I can use for ephemera, and that will be fun as well. And I don't think I'm going to cut them down. They'll stick out the top and the bottom, and I think I kind of like that. I mean, it means I can't stand it up so easily. Or maybe just the top. Maybe I'll just cut off the bottom bits so that, because there is this here, so that's helpful because of the way I'm going to do the binding. Okay, so I'm going to bind this with elastic. If you don't have eyelets and you don't have elastic, you can just do piece of string or whatever just around the top and the bottom. But I do have them, so I'm going to use them. And I've seen plenty of people, do that before. They're probably upstairs. We'll just use these weird metal ones I don't love. All right, so I'm going to do 4 holes and hopefully line them up fairly well. And I'm using the larger one of these. Unlock it. So this is a We Are Memory Keepers. And as you can see, I'm not even measuring. So if I move this, then I can decide how far in I want it so that everywhere I do it, it'll be the same distance in. And that'll be good. Oh, too bad I didn't know about that before. Okay, so that is that close to that end. So I'll do this one about the same distance in is what I'm aiming for. But they'll be, why does that feel like further now? Oh, crumbs, it moved. Oh, that makes me mad. That makes me mad. I'm mad now. Alright. Ideally, that is not supposed to move that easily. And so I'm just probably I'm going to put another hole there. But I might have to put a piece of cardboard there to strengthen that. Oh man, that's annoying. It's not supposed to move. But it did. Don't let it move. Make sure it's in the same. There we go. And then putting these in. Right now I've got it on there for the small one, so I just need to flip that twice, which means I also need to flip this one twice. So you can kind of see that this piece on this side is a little bit larger too. And so if that happens to you, what do? Well, we're going to fix it real quick. I'm going to glue a piece of cardboard over it and recut it. I'm going to put all these 3 in first so I don't lose them, essentially. And so, yeah, this part that sticks out, which technically is called the nipple, goes in the top part. And then you just press. It's not always like perfectly neat on the back, but it looks nice on the outside. That's what's important, right? Alright, so let's find a piece of cardboard to just go ahead and glue here so that, I mean, I could have it go either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to glue that on there and then recut the hole where it needs to be so that, should I put a piece on both sides? I don't know, then it might be, I'm just going to do that upside down, we don't care. That way my straight edge is down, well, it's not straight, but you know, that needs to dry before I can do anything else with it. And, let's see, I might also put a piece on this side. I'm just going to rip it. We're not going for perfection here. We're just... We're just making sure that our eyelet doesn't move after everything is said and done. And showing that, you know, it's okay to show these things. Now, the thing is, will this cut through that much? We're about to find out. Yep, cut through. Okay. I know I didn't wait for it to dry, but that's all right. Well, it might be all right. We'll find out later if it's all right. All right, so I've got those, and then somewhere I've got some string. If I brought it back downstairs, it might still be upstairs. That's all right. We'll just use the brown one because that's what's here. So I need like 1, to about 3 lengths. It doesn't really matter. Could be maybe 2.5, I don't know, 3 so that I have plenty. And then I'm going to go, no, from the inside out like this, and then go back in this way. Oops. I think this is like a 1 millimeter. Stretchy. It doesn't say. But I have the thinner ones too, but this one's a little bit thicker. This is the one that like Jessica recommended. Alright, and then I'm gonna kind of come down here and go out the middle, out through the middle to the outside and back in. You know, it helps if you can see. Back in through there. And then tie it. You want to tie it tight, but not too tight. You want your stuff to be able to be held in there, but not so tight that, you know, you don't want it so tight that it bends your cover. Those are the words trying to come out of my face. So that's the hard part, is tying this in a couple knots here, because I don't have 3 hands or even another person to hold that for me. So I usually do it extra tight, and then because it usually comes a little bit loose. So I think that will be good. And then you can choose if you want to cut those off or hang dangles off them. You can easily move it up or down. You can even move it to the outside if you wanted to like make a tassel on the outside. So then, you know, that's all that's shown on the outside when you do this kind of a thing. And then you have your inside place to put your pages. And if I do it this way, then I'll be able to take my pages out and work on them whenever I feel like. And I'm hoping that this will still fit. I might have to cut this down. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut this down because it is really tall. Probably to about here. But I can keep it sticking out, not sticking out the top, but I can, right about there, getting real. The cover on our glue. I'll cut that off, those 2 off, and be right back. So this is going to be 2 signatures, and I'm just gonna start putting them in like 1 piece at a time, because I think it might be a little bit easier that way. Oh no, we'll find out, won't we? All right, so put these 2 pieces in. So let me know in the comments if you are planning to participate in dephemerember, or if you're just going to watch, or if you're not going to watch because you have no interest in it. I don't know why you wouldn't want to watch for inspiration, but why is it when I say for inspiration, I automatically have Madonna in my head? Come on, come on. Do, 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 do. Alright, and then that will go like that, and that will fold in like that, right? And I'm going to put it on this side. A little bit of maple cookies, why not? This is going to be fun to play in. I don't know if I'll play in it beforehand or not, but won't it be fun if I do? I'm going to go sideways so it doesn't matter. I'll go this way. So where I have like a short page here, I'm going to make sure there's a bigger page over here, because that's just how I roll. And I'm being super random about it. I don't know if you could tell that or not. Let's see. Oh, that's the way I want that one. So should work either way. That's a little bit wide up. Well, I wonder if I might be able to fold that in the middle. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. Oh, and the naan, I think I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I was thinking that it's too wide to do that way. I could do it this way and have it be like a tuck spot or something. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to rip it open yet because I might do something with that. This one I'm probably going to attach to a page, so we'll do something different with that. So this one is one of our taller ones. And back here, we've got our dots. No, I need a bigger one. We'll do goes that way. No, it doesn't. You can put them in upside down if you want to. And this one can go sideways. And put the dots here in the middle. Why not? Put that down like that. And then, I know it's really thick. I'm aware. We'll just put the bacon facing in because, you know, why not? And then I'm not sure if I will cover the back side the way Shannon did or if I'll just use like more prettier stuff. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's just stick this in there. So, there is the start of my dephemerember journal. I'm like, what did I do here? Just need to fold that in. And it will definitely need a closure because it's already, I'll put it under something heavy to help flatten those pages out a little bit. Although I don't want this part to get, but you know, just actually what I might do. Oh, I could just take them out to flatten them too, but I think I might put something heavy on it open like this to help tell those cardboard pieces to lay flatter. So this is my dephemerember journal for 2024. Have I lost my mind? Well, time will tell. I hope you guys... Oh, wait, before I go, I got my scraps. That was part of this video, too. It's supposed to be... Don't go! Don't go! Come back! Come back! I swapped scraps. I didn't swap a journal, obviously, because I wanted to make my own journal. But I did swap scraps with Patti at... What is she? Fairy Tales and Fireflies? Fireflies and Fairy Tales and Fireflies, right? So go check out her Aww. Oh, and if you watch Barbara, you know how sweet it is that she sent me that Patti sent me the little panda bear because oh my goodness, that's so cute. Thank you, Patti. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. And I'll think of Patti and Barbara every time. All right, this is a big, I'm not sure if I sent, well, it was supposed to be 50 scraps, but neither one of us listened. So she definitely got more than 50 scraps, but not as many as she sent me. So sorry, Patti. Also, she paid a lot more. Let's see, is this a note? Yes. I hope I finally found, I like anything you send. Found 2 trivets and thought they might make good mark making tools. Awesome. Patterns and you're so cool. Okay, so she sent me some napkins. Oh, I should have sent oh look, I'll be able to use this packaging in the journal. I'll clean it up first. Ooh, they're cherry. How did you know I've been craving some cherry gummies? I almost bought some and then I didn't. So now my son and I can try these next time he's low. 25. 8 pieces is 25, so they're about 3 carbs a piece. Yeah. That's something he likes when he goes low. That's funny. All right, and we have these little napkins with the, what are these? Nutcrackers on them. And snowmen, all winter long with snowmen. And Santa Claus. I had some Christmas napkins I could have sent her. I mean, and they're different than the ones she sent me. So these are fun. Thank you, Patti. And a little piece of sewn piece with some stamping on it. That is fun. And a doily with some ink on it and a little scrap like that. This is the kind of scrap she got from me. This is that kind of a thing. So this is got the little cutout in the middle. See, because I was cleaning off my floor when I was putting her scraps together. So when you see her open her scraps, you'll see that hers are even at least as random as some of these. So these are great. Great scraps. A little crumpled up paper, some pieces, a little piece of dryer sheet, piece of a digital, piece from probably gel plate printing and paper, a sap. Oh, that could go in as one of the pages. Oh, this could too, really. So these are fun. I will have fun doing stuff with these, Patti. Some inked and stamped index card and 8 paper and another piece that's really cool. I think she's like, so this will be good to back ephemera with too. Oh, that's cute. A little piece. I think I stuck a couple pieces in hers too. Typewriter, index card, more dyed inked paper, page from a book with, you know, the eyewitness book, I think it is. So good. Looks like she looks, Patty, it looks like you did what I did. Just kind of like cleaned up and just threw stuff in the bag, which is all good. More pieces. These are going to be fun to use. I'll probably make them, well, we'll see. Whatever's left after dephemerember, I'll probably do like a collage board, collage master board, or another. Like last year I had so much left. Oh, isn't that pretty? Had so much left I was able to do a whole journal with scraps I had left. So we'll see what happens this year. 666. Oh, that is all that. And oh, here's the trivet she was talking about. So I will try that on my gel plate for sure. And some pages from a cross stitch book. Oh, those are fun to use as pages or background. So if you're looking for ideas for pages to use in journal, you usually find books like this at a thrift store, and they're just nice, and especially with the black and white in the background, it's just a nice neutral background to put stuff on, and just makes an interesting, adds interest to your background. Okay, this is my favorite piece in the whole, because you know Barbara has a little panda bears at the end of her video. Barbara's gonna be jealous. Don't be jealous, Barbara. All right, I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.